Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Another night, another episode of our podcast. This is Raquel Buchanan, and here with me, an artist, musician, and currently under Shelly Porter Broadway. None other than Miss Karina Luzon. Good evening, Miss Ka.
Good evening. Ayan. Hmm.
So, how are you? You look blooming today.
Of course. I look
So,
blooming, of course. Before it was just a
yeah,
dream for me to be in the Broadway challenge. And right now, I'm already there.
I see. So, how is the ano naman? How is before we start, how is is it what do we call training? Is that a training ba? Or, uh, how do we call that ba?
Training. It was a training. And then after that,
So,
you
training siya,
have
no?
to sing.
Okay.
But the
And then, how is
training,
mm-mm.
for example, tomorrow the lesson will be mixed belting. So I don't know what's going to happen because our lesson is the song Never Enough by the Greatest Showman. And they wanted the original version, Lauren Allred. So it's really difficult. It's a difficult song.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you
yeah.
have to
I know
sing it.
that song. So, yeah, kaya nga medyo, ah, kakaunti, no? Yung mga singers na kumakanta nun. Because, it's really a difficult song.
Yes. And you have to
Diba?
sing it ugly. And then you have to sing it pretty. And usually, the technique to sing that song pretty is the first line of the song.
So, how is the experience naman?
It's okay.
So good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Miss Ka, I have actually this prepared multiple questions. So, these questions are coming from the reader, okay, my reader, because there's a lot of comments, no, na uh, they are asking, no, especially in my subject, no, yung mga most common question na hindi ko masyadong nasasagot kasi masyado na silang natatambakan sa comment section. So let's try to answer it. Them, I might
Okay.
say. Let's try to answer them. So I'm going to answer and you will going to share your answers also.
Okay.
Is that okay with you? Wala ka namang
Yes.
choice.
Ala akong choice. Binigla mo nga ako eh. On the spot.
On the
Kanina
spot.
lang po niya sinabi.
So the first question says here, what does healing mean to you personally? For you ba, what does healing mean?
For me, hmm,
Yeah.
healing is about erasing what happened or pretending everything is perfect. Healing means it's acknowledging your pain and understanding where it come from and learning to live with it without letting it control your uh, thoughts, your choices, your happiness. It's a slow process, yes, it's a gentle process, and putting yourself back together, not exactly as you want it to be, but as someone who is more wiser, who is more softer and more whole. Because healing is choosing yourself again and again for the better, even when life gets hard.
Kasi
Oh,
alam mo minsan 'no, marami kasing mga, definition 'no, siguro or not, part of this siyempre yung experiences 'no. So sabi nila healing is a bit hard 'no, especially when you are, broken
yes.
talaga 'no. So for me naman kasi 'no, healing isn't about completely forgetting yun nga 'no, what happened or pretending the pain never existed. So, parang ano siya, parang it's about reaching a point where the experience no longer controls, our emotions every day, no? So, for me
Yes.
kasi, I've learned, that feeling, syempre, just accepting the scars while still choosing to move forward with it. Kasi, di ba, everything happens, in life. There is always, di ba, yun lang kasi yung human being, no? Parang naman yung, ano ba tawag doon? Parang pinanghahawakan natin, no? Everything happens, no? In our life, no? There is always, di ba?
Well, everything happens for a reason naman kasi.
Yeah, oo, totoo yun. Kaya, to other people, no? Seeking for healing, no? Siguro, much better to, parang, kasi it takes time, di ba, no, to heal. So, better to uh, somehow seek, an advice, to some people who experience it. And, syempre, sabi ko nga, we have to move forward, with hope, di ba?
At saka wala nang higit
Kaya,
dun sa we have to pray every day.
oo, kasi parang, uh, without it kasi, syempre, we lose direction.
Mm-mm.
So, uh, for you, uh, can really a person or can a person feel healing even if they still pain? Sa palagay mo, kasi yung mga tanong nila, if a person healing can be healed, parang gano'n, no? Can a person be healing, no?
Yes, absolutely. Why? Because healing and pain are not opposite. They often walk hand in hand. Pain is a sign that something really mattered, that you care deeply, or that you are still processing what happened. Healing doesn't mean the pain is gone. It means your relationship to that pain is changing. You might still feel the hurt, yes, but instead of feeling trapped and broken by it, you start to feel capable of carrying that pain already because you get used to it. Pain, therefore, is the evidence of what you've been through, and healing is the proof that you are growing and you are learning through it.
Yeah, yun nga, no? Sabi nga nila, no? Some wounds take a long time to heal. And syempre, the pain doesn't disappear overnight, no? So, uh, in my own experience, there were days when I still felt hurt, no? But nanonotice ko naman na I was responding differently. So I wasn't stuck anymore. I think healing and pain still exist at the same time. As you have said a while ago, di ba? So, kumbaga, hindi siya one-day process. Parang gano'n, no? Hindi siya yung pag nasaktan ka ngayon, mag-heal,
Bukas okay ka na.
agad-agad, o bukas okay ka na. So, hindi siya gano'n. So, parang may time. Bakit gano'n?
Oo, natandaan mo yung sa ano, sa kay Sir Arlan 'no, nung sabi niya sa A-topic, "Your head must go hand in hand with your heart."
Totoo, totoo, oo, oo.
'Di ba?
Eh, nasa book niya yun, di ba? Kung hindi ako nagkakamali, parang nasa book niya yun.
Oo, nasa book yun. Nasa book natin yun.
Nabasa ko yung sa book niya, no? So, kasi minsan, tayong mga tao, no? Minsan pag nasaktan tayo, and then at the same time, when we, when we are broke, no? We're broken, and then gusto natin yung mag-heal tayo agad. Pero it takes time, di ba? Hindi naman agad-agad.
Oo. Yes. Ikaw, alam mo yung mga pinagdaanan ko. Alam ko din yung mga pinagdaanan mo.
So, yan.
But if
Totoo.
they're going to ask us, is it easy? Is it an easy way kung nasan tayo ngayon? No. But we learn.
Learn
We,
from the
yes.
So, yan.
And we get tough along the way.
Yeah.
We get strong along the way. Pero walang kasiguraduhan na hindi ka na madadapa. Madadapa at madadapa ka, pero tatayo at tatayo ka pa din. Yun.
Yeah. Diba? So,
Yes.
what life experience taught you the most about resilience? Yes, because, parang, although naman kasi, diba, na tayong mga Pinoy, no? Masyado tayo strong no? Diba? Strong tayo, no? Habang yung resilience natin, no? So, what life experience taught you? Kung saan na test yung resilience?
Siguro, going through a period of deep loss and uncertainty taught me resilience more than anything else. Because there are times when everything felt unstable. I felt relationship changed, plans fell apart, and I felt completely at loss. At first, I thought resilience meant never breaking down or feeling weak. But I've learned along the way that the true resilience is falling apart, allowing yourself to grieve, and then choosing to get up or to stand up again and again, even when you don't feel strong enough. And I realized that strength isn't about not feeling the pain, but it's about keeping going because you want to see what comes next. And that experience taught me that I am far tougher and more adaptable than I ever imagined. Kasi kung iisipin natin, pag nandun tayo sa sitwasyon na may problema tayo, iisipin natin hindi ko kaya. Pero at the very end,
Yeah.
kaya mo pala. 'Di ba? And sa mga taong manunood o sa mga taong nanonood ngayon, siguro ang masasabi ko is that madaling magsalita pag wala ka sa sitwasyon. Pero pag ikaw na yung nandoon, kahit na sabihin mong Pilipino, resilient yan, matapang yan, hindi. Pag ikaw na yung nandun sa sitwasyon, mahihirapan ka ding maging matapang at some point. Yun.
Yeah, totoo. One of the parang kasi, for me naman, parang one of the biggest lesson, no, came from actual incident go, no, para according to our plan. So, uh, ako, no, I face disappointment, no, uncertainty, and moments when I wanted to give up. But looking back, no, parang I realized resilience uh, wasn't about being strong all the time. Ba?
Mm.
It was about getting up one more time after every setback. Ba? So, minsan ganun tayo eh, di ba? Minsan, parang pag-umulan, instead of, ah, alam mo yon yung sisilong tayo, umi-enjoy, di ba? Enjoy rain, di ba? Mas gusto natin, parang tayo kasi as a Pilipino, parang mahirap ang buhay, mahirap, lalo na pag nasa sitwasyon ka na, alam mo, sometimes nadedehado ka, pero still we enjoy life. Diba? Parang tayo as a Filipino, parang yung problem, lagi na lang inaasa kay Max. Di ba? Bahala na si Batman, o bahala na si Batman, something like that. Diba? Kaya,
Kawawa
kaya nga
si
ako
Batman.
nalilita yung Batman. Kawawa si Batman.
Kawawa si
Ang
Batman,
dahil
in
yung mga
fairness.
di ba? So, really the lesson of being resilient talaga, no? Yung nangingibabaw at the end, no? So, ikaw naman, Lucia, how do you know naman when, ano ba yun? How do you know when it's time to let go and move forward? Or,
Ulo, ang hirap mo.
yung parang, kailan mo masasabi na magle-let go ka at mag-move forward? At kailan mo masasabi, hindi, I will go to stay. Gusto nila ako. So, may times ba, may pagkakataon ba sa life mo na nangyari yung mga bagay na gano'n, na gusto mo lang i-let go pero parang ayaw mo? Parang gano'n.
Oy, edi so, binubuking mo ko eh. Okay.
Ayan.
The question, the question was, how do you know when it's time to let go, when it's time to move forward? Okay. First things first. Mhm. Okay. First, you don't have to hold on when you have to let it go. In Tagalog, wag mo nang hawakan ng kailangan mo ng pakawalan. I know it is a time to let go when holding on starts to drain you more. And then it helps you to realize that what you're clinging to no longer fits who you are becoming. It's not about forgetting or stopping caring. Hindi naman dahil nag-move on ka o nag-let go ka, hindi mo na mahal. But it's about accepting that people come and go. When they come, you welcome them. When they go, you let them, just to show how much you love them. And it's about accepting that some things, people, or phases of life are only meant to stay for a season. If it is not for a season, people will stay in your life to teach you a lesson. I feel it when I stop hoping things will go back to how they were, and instead start wondering what new things are waiting for me ahead. When the weight of the past feels heavier than the fear of the unknown, that's when I know I am ready to move forward. Pero mahirap. Mahirap
Yeah,
Pero
kasi, ah, for me naman, I think, it's time to let go when holding on causes more suffering than growth. Di
yes.
ba? For me, parang it happened when I realized I was replaying the same story over and over without finding peace. Di ba? Parang letting
Mm.
go didn't mean what happened was okay. Mentally, it meant I was ready to stop allowing it to define my future. Diba? Parang,
Yes,
kasi, ah, if napipil mo na, you're no longer happy, di ba? Why don't you, di ba? Why don't let go? Parang
oo.
kasi tayo parang, well, ah, tuman ko lang, no? But most of us, no? Most of us parang, ah, pagdating sa aspect lang, parang hirap i-let go, di ba? Lalo na if you really want this person or yung mga bagay na gusto natin, di ba? O, gusto ko yung bagay na ito, parang ang hirap i-let go. Gusto ko yung tao na to. Yung parang kahit hindi ka na niya gusto or kahit ikaw na lang yung nagmamahal ng sampol, parang ayaw mo pa rin let go. Diba? Ganun kasi most of us, ganon. Pero hindi ko naman sinasabing lahat tayo, di ba? Parang most of us, di ba? Ganon.
Ang pinakamahirap sa taong nagmamahal, yung mahal mo pero hindi ikaw ang mahal.
Totoo. Totoo yun.
Tapos
Di
may
ba?
ibang nagmamahal sa'yo, pero yung taong nagmamahal sa'yo, hindi mo mahal. So, sinong pipiliin mo ngayon?
Okay.
Yung nagmamahal sa'yo
Mahal.
o yung mahal mo na may mahal ng iba?
Yun.
At kapag minahal mo yung mahal mo, ili-let go mo nga, or pag minahal mo yung nagmamahal sa'yo, ili-let go mo na ba yung mahal mo?
At saka, gusto ko yung ano doon. Gusto ko ah, yung point na when will you going to stop loving a person na hindi ka mahal? Di ba? Hanggang kailan ka mananatili doon sa ganung state, di ba? Na parang, di ba? Parang ang pangit.
Yes. But the
Ikaw na
moment
yung
kasi, the
nagmamahal sa
moment,
person, pero
because the moment you love a person, you cannot erase that person into your life anymore. Maybe you would love that person a little bit less and a little bit differently, but you still love them. So,
ganun,
talagang
di
ganun.
ba? Talagang gano'n, no? Wala kayong
Kaya nga
magagawa
sabi
doon.
ko, hindi dahil sinasabi mong mag-move forward ka or you stop holding on, hindi ibig sabihin hindi mo na mahal. Mahal mo pa rin, pero kasi kailangan mo na ding kumawala doon eh if it doesn't serve any purpose or kung wala na siyang mabuting maidudulot sa buhay mo.
If it doesn't serve you better or ah,
Oo.
maigi lang let go, no?
Oo. Kasi kung
Still yung friend.
sabi nga, 'di ba, pag nagkaroon ka ng partner, it's your better half, 'di ba? So, if it doesn't make you better, any better, so just let go.
Totoo yun, di ba? Just let go
Yes.
na lang. Kasi hindi naman pwede one-sided ka. Ikaw lang yung nagmamahal or siya lang yung nagmamahal. Siyempre, dapat pareho.
Oo, ang mahirap pa
So,
dyan yung ganito. Ah,
mm,
alam mong mahal mo.
mm.
Tapos, nalam, alam mong mahal mo, alam mong mahal ka, tapos nalaman mo, may iba pa pala. O, di ba? So, that's, are you going to fight for it? Oh, are you going to fight for it? Ipaglalaban mo ba? Hmm. O that's the question. Hindi lang ikaw dapat ang lalaban.
Hmm.
Dapat kayong dalawa.
Saka nasa kanya na rin naman yun, if meron talagang, di ba, kung meron talagang tukso. Nasa sa inyo pa rin yun, kung magpapatukso kayo o hindi.
Oo.
Diba?
Kasi kung talagang mahal mo yung tao, gagawin mo eh. Para sa akin ipaglalaban mo
Totoo yan,
talagang
totoo.
yung tao.
Oo. So what role does forgiveness play in the healing process? Is there really
Malaki.
ba a forgiveness in the healing
Malaki.
process? Malaki.
Forgiveness
How did you
is it is a choice. But you will not ask God na, Lord, kailangan ko bang patawarin to? No, you don't ask God for that. You don't ask God that question because it is already given. Sasagutin ka ng Panginoon, oo, kailangan mong patawarin yung tao. Kasi, di ba, the Lord's Prayer, forgive us our sins as we forgive those who sinned against us. So definitely, whether it is a choice or not, you have to forgive. Kasi you cannot give what you don't have. And forgiveness is one of the most powerful tools in healing. But it's important to understand it's not about saying what happened was okay, or reconciling with someone who hurt you. To me, forgiveness is an act of freedom, not only for the person who hurt you, but also for yourself. It is choosing to release that anger, that resentment, and bitterness that you're carrying. Because holding on to these feelings, these negative feelings, only hurts you more than anyone else. Yung bang minsan ikaw na lang mag-isang nasasaktan. And forgiveness creates space in our hearts to heal, to love again, and to stop letting the past have power over our present. It doesn't happen overnight. Yan ang pinakamahirap ibigay kasi. But it's a huge step to step forward and to step towards peace. So, mamili ka na lang. Gugulo bang buhay mo dahil sa nakaraan mo? O you forgive para ayusin yung buhay na meron ka in the present. So you don't let your past control your present. But let your present control you to move forward towards your future.
Yeah, tama, no? Go.
And forgiveness makes a big role, especially in love and relationship. Kasi sa love and relationship, ilang beses kang magpapatawad. Kapag ba linoko ka ng mahal mo, kapag ba niloko ka ng mahal mo, tatanggapin mo pa ba? Maraming nagsasabi, hindi na. Hindi na. Pero kung ikaw ang nasa sitwasyon at mahal mo talaga ang tao, kahit ano pang sabihin nila na, niloloko ka na niyan, tinatanggap mo pa rin. Diba? Pero dahil nandun ang pagmamahal mo, magpapatawad ka. You can give without loving, but you cannot love without giving. Simple as that.
Totoo.
Diba?
Yeah. Kasi as we all know, diba, forgiveness has been one of the hardest parts of healing. So, forgiveness isn't always about the other person. Diba? It can also be about freeing yourself ba, no? From carrying anger and resentment, no? Parang it doesn't erase the hurt, but it creates space, no? For peace. Diba?
Yes. Hindi kasi hindi siya gano'n kadaling ibigay. Hindi siya gano'n kadaling hindi gano'n kadaling mag-release ng pain. Pero let's take a look at Cherry Pie Picache. Miss Cherry Pie Picache, pinatay yung nanay niya. But you know what was the bravest thing she did? Was for her to realize the Lord's Prayer, forgive us our sins as we forgive those who sinned against us. So she asked herself, now how can God forgive me if I will not forgive the person who killed my mom? And that was the biggest choice for her. And then what she did is to release forgiveness. Pinuntahan niya yung pumatay sa nanay niya. At pinatawad niya. So kung si Miss Cherry Pie, kaya niyang pinatawad yung pumatay sa nanay niya. What more tayo? Tayo na nasaktan ka lang ng mahal mo o nasaktan ka lang ng boyfriend, girlfriend mo, hindi mo na mapatawad. Pero yun, pinatay yung nanay niya. Pero napatawad ni Miss Cherry Pie yung pumatay sa nanay niya. Kung tutuusin, mas mabigat yun. Diba? So it is not easy to forgive. But once you realize that God was crucified, Jesus was crucified and died in the cross just to forgive our sins, maybe you will also realize that you have to forgive. If you want peace.
No? Yes. Totoo. So, how can, diba, parang, some of us kasi parang, it's really hard, no? To forgive someone. Kasi, at that moment kasi parang, andyan pa yung sakit, no? Yung pain nandyan. Parang andyan pa yung pain. So parang siguro tayo, parang hirap tayong ibigay yung forgiveness sa'yo kasi andyan pa rin yung kirot sa puso sa'yo.
Oo. And sometimes nga, na-forgive mo na, pero pag naaalala mo, nagagalit ka pa rin. Yun ang masaklap.
Hirap mo gano'n, no? Parang, siyempre, hindi mo rin naman masisisi yung tao. Kasi lalo na kung yun yung sinabi mo kanina sa sitwasyon tayo. Na we're not really yet. Parang ang hirap magpatawad. But sooner or later, we have to forgive.
Oo, magpapatawad at magpapatawad ka.
Magpapatawad ka rin naman ka. So how can everyday habits support emotional and mental healing for you? Yeah.
Healing happens in the small...
parang emotional and mental healing. For you ba, paano?
Okay, healing happens in the small repeated choices we make every day. And these simple habits make a big difference. For example, rest. You take rest when you're tired. Allowing yourself to pause instead of pushing through exhaustion. Kasi minsan, tayo ang hilig-hilig natin na pagod na tayo physically, emotionally, mentally. Tapos, ipipilit pa rin natin, di ba? Go pa rin tayo ng go. Hindi, wala sa vocabulary natin, especially as teachers, alam mo yan. Wala sa vocabulary natin yung salitang pahinga. Ayan. We go and go and go. Number 2, expressing one's feelings. Writing, talking to someone, even crying, letting emotions out instead of bottling them up. Kesa sa, kasi may iba, ang hilig-hilig na lang ipunin yung galit nila, yung sama ng loob nila, kesa sa ilabas na lang nila na, oy, wag niyong gagawin yun kasi nakakatanda ng mukha yun. Yun lang. Number 3, gentle movement. Walking, stretching, or being in nature. It helps you to release tension and calms your mind. Ako currently, you know that, di ba? Currently, I'm doing my workout. Hindi dahil gusto kong magpapayat, kasi payat na talaga ako. But, to have resistance. Hindi lang dun sa physical pain. Hindi. To have resistance din emotionally. Kasi kapag nag-workout ka usually, lalo na sa weights, talagang mafe-feel mo yung bigat eh. Diba? And then, next is setting boundaries. Learn to say no. Saying no when you need to protect your energy, your peace. Okay? And be kind to yourself. Speaking to yourself the way you should speak to your dear friend. And these habits builds and create stability and self-care. And these are the things that our heart needs in order for us to heal. Positive. Kasi paano mo naman masasabi? Sige.
Yun nga, yung nasabi ko lang is nga, no? Yung small habits, no? Can make, di ba? Huge differences, no? It can make really a huge difference. Things like taking a walk, no? Kanila nasabi mo yung journaling, no? Praying, exercising, di ba? Or simply talking to someone, no? It helps process emotions kasi, no? Instead of bottling them up, parang feeling often happen in small daily choices. Na, not just in big breakthrough moments, no? It's really, it's a step by step talaga, no? Kasi kahit sa mga maliliit lang na bagay sa na may pagbabago.
Oo, malaki. So, saka in the process makikita mo na you can grow and you will learn things a lot more than dun sa healing na dinidil mo. Ganon. And in the process of healing, malalaman mo na sa sarili mo na the next time na mapagdadaanan mo yun, kaya mo na. Kasi tapos ka na dun eh. Pero sasabihin nila, manhid ka. Diba? Pag nakikita nilang kaya mo na, sasabihin nila, manhid ka. Hindi sa manhid. Kaya lang, nasanay ka na lang. You get used to it. Parang ganun.
Oo. Yeah. So, is there a people or in your healing process, so meron bang mga tao na nag-cross sa healing? Actually, yung mga tao na ito na meron.
People in the healing process, ang pinakamalaki, kung tao kung people ang pinag-uusapan, family and friends. The one who are close to me. But the biggest source of healing is God And the biggest source of healing is having a quiet moment with God and writing down my thoughts and people who listen to me without trying to fix me. Why? Bakit ko sinabi yon?
Yeah.
Kasi may mga tao na mapagsasabihan ka ng problema na hindi mo naman talagang kailangan ng advice. Kailangan mo lang ng makikinig. And sometimes people are having difficult time to discern if this person really needs an opinion or an advice, or if this person only needs someone to listen, someone to cry. And most of the time, nature always reminds us that everything changes, everything grows
Yeah.
back and blooms again, even after harsh season. Writing helped me untangle messy feelings I couldn't say out loud. And the people who sat with me held space for my pain and reminded me I wasn't alone. They gave me that courage to keep going. Even my own patience with myself became the source of healing over time. Pero sana, sa mga taong
Yeah.
manunood dito, kapag pinagsabihan kayo ng problema, huwag niyong husgahan. Pakinggan niyo muna. Kasi baka hindi naman niya kailangan ng opinion or advice. Ang kailangan lang niya is pakinggan mo. Yun lang. Yung mapaglalabasan niya ng
Oo.
sama ng loob.
Yeah.
Ganun.
Yeah, yung parang the people, no, the person who listens, no, without judging you, parang gano'n, no.
Oo.
Minsan sila pa yung mga nagiging greatest source of healing natin, no. At saka there were times that, yun nga, sabi mo, we didn't need any advice, no. We just have, no, we just want, no, a person, no, someone, no, to sit with us and understand the situation, no? Saka malaki
Yes.
rin factor yung faith, no? Meaningful conversation and the moment of quiet reflection, no, have also helped, no, dun sa process, no, ng healing. Diba?
Oo. Kasi may iba kasi na kapag sinabi mo yung problem mo sa kanila, agad nakahusga, agad naka-judge.
Yeah.
Na, kasi naman,
Kasi
bakit
human
mo ginawa?
kasi, we are easily, oo,
Yes.
ba't hindi ka sila dito? Parang gano'n, no?
Oo, agad sila
Oo.
nakaganon without even listening to the person. Bakit nga ba?
Oo. Bakit nga ba? Without knowing the reason. Parang gano'n.
Yes.
So why do you think, no? Why is it sometimes, no, difficult to ask, no, for help when we are struggling? So bakit kaya may times minsan na ang hirap humingi ng tulong, di ba? Sa mga tao, no, or to someone na when we really needed them, parang gano'n. Di ba parang ang hirap?
Mm-hmm.
Ikaw, did
Because,
you experience
yes,
nahihirapan kang ask ng help, no, when you were struggling?
asking for help can feel hard because we often believe that we should be able to handle things on our own. Well, think of it at our age, 'di ba? So we might fear of being seen that we are weak, burdensome, or too much. And sometimes we're afraid people won't understand or they will just judge us. There's also a quiet fear that if we admit we're struggling, it means we failed in some way. But you know what I've learned? I've learned that asking for help is actually one of the bravest and strongest thing you can do. And it takes
Yes,
courage
yes.
to
I
say it,
agree with that.
but I can't do this alone. 'Di ba sabi nga, no man is an island. And the
Yeah. So,
vulnerability is where connection and healing begins. Kapag natutunan mo na sabihin mo sa kaibigan mo, sa magulang mo, sa kapatid mo, kung ano yung nararamdaman mo, kung ano yung problema mo, dun ka totally mag-heal kasi paunti-unti na ilalabas mo yung sakit. Paunti-unti na nababawasan yung bigat.
mm, totoo. Na dinadala mo, parang, di ba?
Oo.
Parang, hindi pa rin kasi yung merong taong makikinig sa'yo. Di ba? Iba pa rin yung
Oo.
meron kang sasabihan, no? To relieve, no? The
Yes.
burden, no? So, what advice naman yung mabibigay mo? What advice would you give to someone who is beginning, no? A healing journey? Sa mga
The best
nag-uumpisa pa lang mag-heal, oo. Ano ba yung mabibigay mong advice sa kanila?
the best advice I can give sa mga nag-uumpisa pa lang mag-heal, learn to surrender. When you pray to God, learn to surrender. Surrender your pain. Yun. Ang problema kasi sa atin, yun bang pag nagka-problema tayo, yung pag nasaktan tayo, nauuna tayong nagkukonsulta sa tao. Di ba? Instead na
Totoo, totoo.
nasaktan ka, may problema ka, nagdasal ka muna, 'di ba? Meditate ka muna, okay? Instead na 'yun ang ginawa mo, naghanap ka muna ng taong mapagsasabihan mo. And once na wala ka ng mahanap, doon ka palang tatakbo. Doon ka palang magdadasal. Kaya sinasabi nila, huwag mong gawing ambulansya si God para sa problema mo. So, pag nagka-problem ka, dapat uh, una muna, you pray. And be patient and gentle to yourself. Healing is not a straight line. Hindi siya straight line. There will be days when you feel like you've made huge progress, and there will be days when it feels like you're stuck. There will be days that you feel like you're back to square one tayo. And that is normal. Do not rush yourself or
Yeah,
compare yourself to others. Compare yourself, your journey to anyone else. You don't have to fix anything. You don't have
yeah.
to fix
That's
everything
true.
at once. Just take one small step,
Yeah,
one day at a time. Trust that you're going to do your best. You can do your best. And remember, you don't have to be perfect to be healed. You just have to be willing to keep going even slowly. You deserve to heal and you will. Dun sa theology, dun sa ideal Christian, kasi marami tayong ideal partner,
yeah,
ideal friend, ideal best friend, 'di ba? Pero sabi nga, God did not ask us to be perfect, but He asked us to obey.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
kapag sinunod mo yon, therefore, you will be healed. Hmm. Naalala ko na naman yung by His wounds you were healed. Di ba? Pag
Yes,
nagko-commute.
yes, yes. I
Di
remember
ba?
that.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
ganun
yun nga,
lang
no?
yun.
So, yeah. So, sabi nga ni Mitka, no? We have to be patient, no? With ourselves, no? So, sabi nga niya kanina, healing is a straight line, no? So, some days you'll feel strong and the other days, old wounds may resurface, no? So that's totally normal. So we have parang to celebrate small victories and remember that progress doesn't have to be perfect, no, to be meaningful, diba?
Oo.
So with that, Miss Galo, thank you so much for your time. I really
You're
appreciate it.
welcome.
So, any more, anything na you want to say sa mga viewers natin, sa mga manunood dito? So, may gusto ka bang sabihin sa kanila, no?
Siguro
So, you
ang
want to
masasabi
promote
ko,
something?
is um, to be healed and to forgive. Always choose yourself. When you feel hurt, let it go. And remember, piliin mo yung kapayapaan mo. Piliin mo yung peace of mind mo. Kung sino man ang kailangan makarinig nito. Piliin mo yung peace of mind mo. Hindi yung peace of mind ng taong nakasakit sa'yo. Hindi. Piliin mo yung peace of mind mo. Kasi at the end of the day, ikaw pa rin. Ikaw pa rin ang tatayo sa sarili mo. Ikaw pa din ang nandyan. Ikaw pa rin ang pipili at gagawa ng buhay mo. And always remember that God is always there listening to you. And to all the viewers out there, Little Learners Tutorial Services is already open and pwede na pong mag-enroll.
Come and visit.
Yes,
Yes.
come and visit here in Angeles City. Ayan. And if you want, you can email me at karinadizon916@gmail.com. Ayun lamang po. Meron pong courses na reading and English proficiency. And of course, grammar. Ay, literature. Ayan. Si Doc Edison,
Sa mga
ayan.
hindi po nakakaalam, oo. Sa mga hindi po nakakaalam, meron pong review center si Miss Galo. So, come and enroll, of course. No? Enroll na po kayo. Marami po kayong matututunan, no? Sa learning center niya. Again, Miss Ka, thank you so much. So, sa mga viewers po natin, maraming salamat po, no? Sa mga manunood, no? So, I hope,
Welcome.
no? Maka, maka, ano ba yon? Ano ba tawag doon, Miss Ka? Sana marami silang napulot, no? Sa usapan natin ngayon, no?
Oo.
And I do hope na meron pa rin mga taong mas matututo sa mga pagkakamali nila and they try to move forward in their life.
Oo.
So,
Pag
with
nadapa
that,
kayo, tayo lang kayo.
thank you so much. Diba? Yeah, totoo. And with that, Miss Kat, thank you so much. I will appreciate your time.
Welcome. Thank you for the
Meron
opportunity.
tayong next episode. Yeah, meron tayong next episode and I will going to feature you again.
Oh, sige.
Yeah. I am planning to have live podcast again for the next episode. And
Okay.
I do hope soon magkaroon tayo ng face-to-face podcast, no?
Oo nga. Para makita nila.
Mas gusto ko yun. Yeah. Parang mas gusto ko yun, no? Sige. And with that, thank you so much sa mga viewers natin. Kindly follow our social media, Dr. Edison Dizon and Miss Maria Celina Dizon. Thank you so much po.
Salamat
bless.
po. Bye. Oh, stop mo na eh.